According to information recently released by several domestic Chinese media outlets, Venerable Yongxin, who has held the position of Abbot of the Shaolin Temple since 1999, is currently under investigation by the authorities of Henan Province with coordination from local religious management agencies. This investigation is believed to have been prompted by a series of petitions and accusations that have emerged in recent times. Some sources suggest there have been irregularities involving the use of revenue from tourist visits, martial arts performances, and the Shaolin brand. These substantial funds closely associated with religious and cultural identity are believed to possibly have not been transparently allocated in accordance with regulations. One notable aspect of the investigation revolves around suspicions concerning the personal lifestyle and conduct of Yongxin. According to several analyses, behaviors deemed inconsistent with the standards of monastic life are being reviewed to assess the extent of any violations if present. Some unverified claims circulating on social media allege that the abbot may have maintained inappropriate personal relationships and even fathered children out of wedlock. While no conclusions have been publicly confirmed, this has drawn significant public attention and is reportedly part of the investigation's scope. Important. As of now, there have been no official statements from authorities confirming that the allegations mentioned above have any legal foundation. According to some experts in Chinese religious and social studies, the investigation is still in a preliminary review phase, meaning the responsible agencies are currently gathering information, verifying data, and clarifying accusations before proceeding with formal steps in accordance with legal procedures. Immediately following the announcement of the investigation, Chinese cyberspace quickly erupted with speculation about the whereabouts of Yongxin. Some unverified images and comments spread across social media platforms claiming that he had left China and is currently in the United States, with speculation that this was an attempt to avoid official scrutiny. However, according to verification by several mainstream news outlets in China, such as the paper, along with media affiliated with Henan Province, where the Shaolin Temple is located, claims of Yongxin's departure from China have no factual basis. Specifically, there is no official evidence from immigration authorities confirming that he has exited Chinese territory. Representatives of the Shaolin Temple have also issued statements denying all circulating rumors, emphasizing that this is false information not grounded in any factual data. According to assessments by several media experts in China, the spread of unverified rumors not only risks misleading public opinion, but can also negatively impact the information handling process of relevant agencies, especially in cases involving religious or public figures. In a digital environment where social media facilitates rapid but often unverified information sharing, cautious engagement with news and reliance on trustworthy sources is increasingly vital. To better understand the influence of this individual, one must revisit the spiritual path and unique administrative career of Venerable Yongxin. Born in 1965, he began his monastic training at Shaolin Temple in 1981. After nearly 2 decades devoted to Buddhism and martial arts, he officially took on the role of abbot in 1999, a time when the temple was gradually re-entering public consciousness after years of historical upheaval. What sets him apart in Chinese Buddhist circles isn't just his religious rank, but also his ability to blend tradition with modernization. He was among the first to promote spiritual tourism integrated with martial arts performances, transforming Shaolin into a globally recognized destination, attracting millions of visitors each year. Under his leadership, the Shaolin image expanded worldwide through films, martial arts events in the US, Europe, and Japan, supported by an international media strategy. The Shaolin brand was trademarked and diversified under his direction, reaching into publishing, martial arts apparel, souvenirs, and global kung fu training centers. Unofficial estimates suggest that between 2005 and 2015, revenue from tourism and martial arts performances at Shaolin Temple reached hundreds of millions of yuan annually, a striking figure for a religious institution. However, the commercialization of a centuries-old temple regarded as a spiritual and cultural emblem has sparked mixed reactions in society. Some commend the way Zen Buddhism and Shaolin martial arts were brought closer to the global audience. Others believe the temple is straying from its sacred roots, evolving into a tourist-driven business far removed from traditional monastic ideals. It is worth noting that this is not the first time Venerable Yongxin has found himself at the center of debates over his private affairs. Back in 2015, an anonymous group online released a set of documents alleging that he fathered a child with a female devotee and owned overseas real estate. These claims circulated widely on the internet, drawing major media attention both inside and outside China. However, these allegations did not result in any formal investigative conclusions from authorities, nor was any legal proceeding initiated. From a legal standpoint, the matter quickly faded. Still in the public eye, Yongxin's image became more complex, especially as he was seen as the symbolic figure of a temple central to China's religious and cultural life. Some analysts at the time suggested that his fame and special position made him a magnet for controversy, even when claims remained unverified. Many experts believe the situation surrounding Yongxin highlights more than personal misconduct. It reflects a broader context of tightened religious oversight in China. Over the past decade, authorities have promoted the sinicization of religion policy, requiring religious organizations to operate transparently under state supervision. Shaolin Temple's aggressive growth in tourism, martial arts, and branding has made it a focal point for regulation, straddling a delicate balance between spiritual tradition and modern commercial expansion. From China to Thailand. When monastic circles face the eye of public scrutiny. If the investigation into Yongxin serves as a wake-up call regarding the fragile boundary between faith and commercialism in China's religious environment, then Thailand, long revered as a Buddhist kingdom, has faced its own spiritual reckoning in 2025. That year, Thai Buddhism, traditionally seen as a stronghold of national morality, was shaken by an unprecedented scandal involving several high-ranking monks. The widespread case sparked a heated societal debate in Thailand about religious ethics, internal accountability, and the legal system's role in overseeing religious institutions. At the heart of the investigation that has shaken Thailand's monastic community, the name Wilwan Gawat, widely referred to as Miss Gop, has become one of the most talked about topics in both the media and online discussions. According to official reports from Thai authorities, this woman is suspected of approaching high-profile monks by presenting herself as a devoted Buddhist, frequently engaging in merit-making activities and volunteer work at prominent temples across the country. Her approach, which is believed to have been strategically planned and carried out over a long period, involved calculated manipulation. Preliminary findings revealed the following. Miss Giop reportedly formed close personal ties with several monks, including those holding senior positions within the monastic hierarchy. During these interactions, she allegedly recorded private images and videos without consent, which she then used to demand money or apply pressure. Investigators estimate that she may have received approximately 12 million USD through these actions, a substantial amount considering the typically modest financial landscape of religious life. Authorities confiscated a massive collection of evidence during their raids, including 80,000 digital photos, 5,600 video clips, numerous electronic devices, and detailed financial records. Notably, the materials are said to contain data on monetary exchanges involving several monks, sparking concerns about internal transparency within certain religious organizations. Legal analysts in Thailand suggest the case exposes significant weaknesses in safeguarding personal privacy and managing social boundaries for religious figures, particularly in a modern era, where the lines between public and private life are increasingly blurred. What initially seemed like an isolated scandal involving Miss Giop has swiftly escalated, leaving profound impacts on Thailand's Buddhist community. According to sociological interpretations, this isn't merely an instance of individual moral failing, it represents a large-scale crisis of public trust. Internal reports from monastic orders confirm that after several sensitive videos and images were leaked, a number of abbots, including leaders of major temples, either voluntarily disrobed or were compelled to step down. These actions were reportedly taken to preserve the reputation and internal discipline of the monastic institutions in the face of mounting public scrutiny. In some cases, it was discovered that temple donations or religious funds had been misused to pay off misgib, apparently in an effort to quietly resolve the matter and avoid reputational damage. While no official statistics have been released, local sources indicate this trend has surfaced in various provinces, pointing to broader issues in financial oversight at religious establishments. There are also unverified reports that some monks were coerced into acknowledging children born out of wedlock or dragged into financial disputes stemming from claims of fake pregnancies or demands for long-term financial support. Though these accounts are still under investigation and have yet to be independently confirmed, they have already severely tarnished the public perception of monks, especially in rural areas where religious belief remains deep-rooted and sincere. One particularly notable event occurred on May 9, 2025, when Thai social media exploded with commentary dubbing the day the monastic world, shook, a phrase loosely translated from common online usage as a large number of monks simultaneously resigned or were suspended. While the expression is symbolic, it captures the intense emotional and cultural impact this scandal has had on Thai society, where Buddhism continues to serve as a deeply respected moral and spiritual foundation. Amid intense public backlash and in an effort to contain the widening crisis of faith in society, both Thailand's monarchy and government swiftly enacted a series of strict and unprecedented actions concerning the management of the Buddhist clergy. According to an official announcement, the King of Thailand issued a special royal decree stripping 81 monks of their religious status. These individuals were either directly or indirectly linked to the misGOP scandal, including some holding high-ranking leadership roles within the monastic organization. The decree is seen as highly symbolic, underscoring the royal family's determination to uphold the purity and moral standards of Buddhist monastic life, long considered a spiritual pillar of Thai culture. Simultaneously, the Thai government launched a nationwide audit campaign targeting the entire temple system across the country. According to Thailand's Ministry of Religion and Culture, more than 39,000 temples have been subjected to financial reviews. Preliminary data revealed total assets under temple control exceeding $11 billion, including cash reserves, properties, and investments. This revelation surprised many citizens, as temples are traditionally seen as purely spiritual institutions, not ones associated with significant wealth or financial power. In light of the widespread erosion of public trust and the lingering effects of the recent scandal, Thailand's Supreme Sanghi Council and state authorities reached a consensus: comprehensive legal and structural reform of the religious management system can no longer be delayed. One focal point of reform is the current monastic law enacted in 1962, an era when society, media, and religious life were still largely traditional. Experts in Thai legal and religious studies argue that many provisions in the existing law are outdated and ill-suited for today's complex environment where religion intersects with finances, media, and public engagement. To address this, an independent committee has been established to review the current code of monastic discipline and propose a more transparent legal framework for managing religious assets, clearly outlining responsibilities and processes for handling misconduct. A notable innovation in the draft reform is the proposal to classify certain serious breaches of monastic code as criminal offenses, rather than handling them solely through internal disciplinary action. Examples of potential legal violations include corruption within the clergy, misappropriation of temple funds, and exploitation of religious authority for personal gain or to harm others. This marks a significant shift, affirming that religious institutions are not exempt from the law, and that those working within them must also follow principles of fairness and transparency like any other citizen. Alongside legal revisions, the Thai government is also pushing for stronger internal oversight within the clergy, especially over those in charge of finances, personnel, and public relations. Under this framework, supervisory figures will bear not only moral accountability, but may also face legal consequences if they fail to report or address ongoing violations in a timely manner. The controversies surrounding Venerable Shi Yongxin and the Thai Buddhist scandal reveal the growing challenges faced by modern religion, particularly issues of transparency, integrity, and the delicate boundary between the sacred and the material. This should serve as a wake-up call to reinforce governance and preserve the core spiritual values of monastic life. Finally, thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us for future episodes. Hit follow so you never miss any of our insightful content.